making sense, right?
You're
Like,
making complete sense.
Okay.
I feel like that's like audio technician.
Audio
101.
technician 101. I thought you were going to say, like, out of your league or, like, out of your style or something.
I thought you used a Photoshop. Like, one of those things make yourself
Fuck you.
better. But that was actually a friend.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, and welcome to the Xenocast. I think this is, like, episode 4 now. Or no, this is 5. We have nothing to base it on anymore. So, you know, we're free reign. We don't have to fucking go off like aliens.
I'm not a fucking chicken.
What? Oh. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant, like, you know, we have the freedom to make it as good or as bad as we want now. We don't actually have
Well, this
to
is like
limit
the
them.
Prometheus.
I mean, if you want to count it, sure, but like if we were going to count that, then this would be Resurrection because Prometheus came first. Not like in sequential order, but in, you know,
Oh, shit.
timeline.
Wait, does that mean you are acknowledging Aliens 4?
I acknowledge it for how bad it is. I refuse to say it's in the series, but
The disappointment child.
You're still
we don't
technically
even know.
acknowledging it.
I mean, I guess, sure, whatever. But, anyways, welcome to episode 5 or whatever. I'm starting to lose count already, and we're only on the 5th one. I'm Daakery, you know, one of your normal co-hosts.
And this is Joshua Gould, coming to you live from Studio Audience.
Hi.
And we also have Chase here again from the first episode. It's been fucking like 4 episodes.
Wait,
My
I wasn't
studio
in the first
audience.
episode.
Yeah, you were in for half of it, remember? Because you got mad and walked out.
Oh, yeah.
And you barely even said
Yeah,
any
you were like
words.
the person who like dies off screen. So everyone's like, oh, is he coming back?
Yeah, like I would say something stupid and look at you in the hopes that you would actually like say something to it, and then you just look back at me like, oh yeah, you didn't say anything. It was disappointing.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again. You know, this week we actually got a couple good topics, I think, but like, cause it's been like what 2 weeks now since we recorded.
It's been a minute.
Like,
maybe
we
2.
were gonna do it last weekend, but Josh was in California. I'm sure he has some stories about California that he can share because it was this week. It was the whole weekend, and it was with his dad. I think the week before that, I was just being lazy, which is, you know, that's like that's 90% of my time. So.
He's not joking when he says that either.
Oh no, it's like
It's a combination of we're a good dynamic here. I'm always busy.
And I'm never busy.
And I'm in between.
Exactly. So
Chase is the wild card. You'll find that out really quick, which you probably did the first episode. But
Yeah.
you never know what he's gonna say. You never know what's gonna come out of that hole of his. Any of them.
So I think the
Cheap laughs here tonight.
I think the last time we spoke on here, we were going to a concert.
Was that already? I don't know if that was actually planned already, because like you were like, hey, do you want to go to a concert tomorrow?
You know, I actually told you basically like day of.
Was it day of? Yeah,
it was pretty much. I said, hey.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, no, that was before I even.
Hey,
came out.
douchebag.
We'll get into this later, but Josh and I, one day, we got really bored at work and we decided, hey, let's work on Boston accents. And I think it worked out pretty well. For one of us. we'll get to that. But no, like you came up, you were like, I walked into work and I saw you, or maybe it was like you saw me, or I don't remember who came in first that day. But you were like, Dak, I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to, what was it? It was like, do you want to record the podcast tonight, or do you want to go to a concert? And
so as you can see,
I said the concert because it would give us a story, something to talk about, you know. And it was definitely a lot of fun. Like it was actually really good. Like I'd never heard of the band beforehand. I probably heard like 1 or 2 of their songs just from being in Josh's car. But like beyond that, I didn't have any experience, and they were really good. I mean, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, they're on this surf rock band called the AquaDolls, and I really enjoyed it. But let's rewind for a little bit. So first off, I thought they were a lot bigger than they actually were, and so I'm all like, oh shit, like, you know, this is gonna be great. We're gonna get there early, like.
We got there like an hour before they even opened the doors, I think, and that was it. And
Yes.
there's like one person that's like, oh hey, I'm gonna come. Can I come back later or something to see them? And like there's something about how she came from Montana to come to see them or some weird.
Yeah, it was
that
like this
crazy.
14-year-old girl who came from Montana to go see the AquaDolls.
Like
Which, like, props to her, because, like, I'm a huge fan, but, like, that's dedication.
that's huge.
But no, you have to understand what kind of dedication this is. There was only probably like 10 people, including Daakery.
There was 14, I think. I'm saying 14 just to like make it sound better, but there was a really small concert. It was a small ass venue. Like it was like you go in the doors and you're in the fucking like you're already on the stage pretty much.
Which actually I do prefer smaller venues anyways.
Oh no, it's really cool.
Like, when they say, "How's everyone doing tonight?"
and like one person's like, "Oh, I'm alright."
Yeah, exactly. You get a little bit of interaction. Then like I'm like, "I'm doing pretty good," and you, and they're like, "Yeah, so our first song." Let's just stick with the plan.
We need to go to Studio 7 sometime soon. We need to get Chase in on that too, because like I want to start going to concerts a lot more, and like I want Chase to go with us too, because like Chase's taste in music
it varies.
It's like Josh and I's, where it goes to a lot of different places, a lot of dark places, a lot of happy places.
I feel like mine goes to even more places though.
And
a little bit, yeah. You're
your music is like the danger zone. I think every playlist you ever make should just start off with Highway to.
It's funny. I was taking a shower the other day, and that came up on my playlist while I was listening. I'm like, "Fuck, Dak's gonna hear this." I was gonna think like,
"Oh, I don't hear it that well, man."
What the fuck is he listening to? Danger Zone.
I probably would have like yelled "Danger Zone."
Who listens to that like casually?
Every time. But,
the funny thing is Chase's taste in music is like a good mix between Josh and I's, which is even funnier because Josh and I have the same taste in music, but his is a little bit more like Asian than mine is, and mine is a little bit more classic punk than Josh's.
It's true. That's the variable.
Like,
well, I mean, I have that, but then I have more.
Well, no, and then Chase has a lot more. Like he actually listens to like Taylor Swift, and I'm pretty sure Ariana Grande is on there somewhere.
Balls, man.
And I think that the other day you said something about how you like Lady Gaga, which I was like, no, I mean she's not bad.
Mama. Like I like both of them.
no, nothing wrong
Taylor
against
Swift
them.
is a goddess.
The only thing I will listen to,
But it's not on your phone.
That's true. That's because like
it's because she doesn't have anything on any streaming service.
Oh, really?
T Swizzy won't put out.
She won't, and it's annoying.
That's why all of her relationships end so abruptly. Is I'm like, hey T Swizz, throw me that music, and she won't put it out.
That would actually be good. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, no, nothing against them. Like, I mean, they're all good. I don't mind it, but like, I get kind of annoyed when I'm listening. I hop in Chase's car in the morning and like a pop song comes up and it sounds like Ariana Grande and it turns out to be some fucking Korean boy band. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Boy band.
I never told you about this.
Hey, girls.
Well, it sounded like a dude, but
What is it?
I don't remember, but it sounded like it was Ariana Grande, and I got really confused. I felt lied and betrayed, and then the next day, it happened again. But it sounded like Uptown Funk, and I was like, I'm not falling for this again. I've been here. I'm not doing it again.
Look,
it turned out to be Uptown Funk.
Girls' Generation. Josh, you know Girls'
I know
Generation?
Girls' Generation.
See?
Yeah, see,
I'll listen
music.
to pretty much anything except country.
I mean, I'll listen to country, but
I'll
I don't
even
have it on
listen
my
to some
phone.
like hardcore rap.
I listen to Rage Against the Machine.
Which is
Does that
weird
count?
coming from a white guy.
Does it? Is it though?
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, like,
you don't
You're
know
also
some of the
pretty
people.
fly.
You don't know some of the
I'm
people
pretty
that we
fly
work
for
with. Because like one of the guys we work with, I'm pretty sure it's all he listens to. Like that's the only thing I've heard coming out of his fucking headphones. And he is like a whiter guy than I am, and that's saying something.
I listen to music a good chunk of my day, actually. I feel like.
So same here, actually, like, because at where Josh and I work, we get to listen to music all day. In fact, lately I've just been putting both headphones in, which I don't think we're supposed to do, but everyone else fucking does it. Chase, you want a job with us?
I can only listen to music on Mondays.
Yeah, see, like, I listen to it all the time. Like, I only take it out when I'm in, like, the phone's ringing. And that's not, normally it's not that often, but sometimes people fucking screw up every time, like, 10 seconds. I'm not looking at Josh for that. Like, that's not Josh that calls me.
I thought we were looking at Josh.
So it's really funny, though. Back to the AquaDolls. Let me finish up my piece. So it was like 14 people in total. Probably including the band, 14 people.
Including all the bands. It was like
all
a 5
the bands,
band
yeah, there's
concert.
like 5 bands, so probably 14 people, right? And it was
So, like, it was only you guys.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It was one of the weirdest feelings. Because, like, I knew all their words. I'm all, like, recording them. Like, oh my god, my friends are going to freak out about this.
And, like, none of them know who they are. It was funny, though, because, like, the only concert I've actually been to that was worth noting is a band called the AKAs, which I haven't listened to in a long time. And that was, like, 8-9 years
What are they
ago.
known as?
The AKAs. That's even weirder about it.
Also
they have no alias.
Also known as...
But they were good. I just haven't listened to them. I need to get back into them. But and then I went to Megadeth, Slayer, Testament. It was Testament. And so like I know a mosh pit. That's for me in a concert. That's my scene is a fucking mosh pit. I don't know what the hell to do at a surf rock concert, so I was just standing there like hanging out.
You kind of do like the walk like an Egyptian.
Well, like I was looking over at Josh and he was sitting there like going like he was doing the whole fucking like hippie kind of dance, but like a little less and more like a zombie, and it was kind of weird. And I was like,
that's kind of like what like an Egyptian.
I was like, all right, the lead singer for AquaDolls is kind of hot. Do I really want to see her dance it and have her see me dancing like that? Like nothing's gonna happen, but like I would like some kind of reputation.
Listen, she doesn't want a statue.
Fair enough, but I don't think she wants a zombie either. Well, no,
she wants an Egyptian.
Egyptian. See, Chase should have gone. Like he could have done the walking like the Egyptian. She would have seen him stop the concert and be like, hold up. We got something way better than a concert going here.
Surf's up, bro. Soaking.
But no, we'll definitely make it a point to go to more shows.
No, like we need to look up more. Like Blink-182 was just in town like last night. I think it was. And I wish
it was last night.
I was talking to Chase.
I looked up the tickets too late.
I like brought it up to Chase. I'm like, Chase, we should fucking go. Like I would love to go.
Super expensive.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, it sucks.
And the seats weren't great either for the ones that were available.
Yeah, that's like a big bummer. Like I would love to go to more metal shows because I at least know what to do there. But
I mean, like we are going to shows, not necessarily music, but we are going to go see.
We're going to see 2001 Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey, 70 millimeters.
70 millimeters at Seattle's possibly best theater, the Cinerama.
Yeah.
Probably next after that would probably be the Civ Theater, which plays a lot of international films.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's where I watched Imitation Game. The theater was nice, and the movie, was pretty okay.
But I'm looking forward to that. That's tomorrow night.
I've never.
Oh, you haven't seen?
I've never seen 2001: The Space Odyssey. I've always wanted to, but I never have.
It's one of those movies that you watch, and at the end of it, you're kind of just like,
"What the fuck did I watch?"
Okay. Isn't there just like that 30-minute just space scene?
Isn't like the first 10 or 20 minutes just monkeys or something?
It's the dawn of man.
All right. Yeah. See, like I'm like I know the first 10 minutes sucks, but beyond after that, it's great.
I think the first 10 minutes are great.
This movie, you have to keep in mind, this is the movie where Stanley Kubrick, they gave him too much power. And so just keep that in mind the entire time you watch this movie. He had no limits anymore.
Well,
he became too powerful.
After he faked the moon landing, of course he wanted to go to that.
Baby.
Yes, the whole movie is basically a metaphor for Stanley Kubrick.
I'll take your word for it.
And this movie that he made.
Exactly. It basically plots out the whole, foreshadowing of 9/11.
What?
If you watch closely.
I mean, I'll take your word for that.
I mean, it is 2001.
I mean, I'm kind of like looking forward to it. Because I've never seen it. Chase just reached into one of the drawers that I have.
Is this a graphics card?
Chase has reached into one of the drawers in here and he found my friend Bryce's graphics card that he gave me a long time ago. That he keeps bringing up that I have because he's like, hey, when you get a computer, you can put that in there. And I'm pretty sure that graphics card is not that good.
Is a graphics card?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a DVI slot, but
is that really?
That's about the most high-tech thing on this.
I don't know anything about it. He just gave it to me. He's like, here, when you build a computer. I'm like, all right. That was 5 years ago.
They're taking over.
I think I was dating my last ex-girlfriend the first time when I got that. Might have been before that, actually.
I want to know what kind of card this is.
It probably says on there. I can text him really quick.
I don't see it anywhere on here. I think that's broken.
Do you want me to text him really quick? It probably is, dude. It's old. It's really old. I don't.
No, you don't have to bring it up with him again. But
I mean, I don't care. I don't mind. He does bring it every once in a while. He brings it up, but it's not a huge deal.
That is so bizarre. That's such a weird place to have it too.
Oh, you should see the shit that I have in my drawers, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
It feels like just in case a robbery happens. Or something.
I mean, not to point it out.
We need the card.
I got incriminating stuff in the top drawer. All right, it's not incriminating as it is all the mail I've gotten from my work and my union when I was at Fred Meyer. I need to go through and throw it away.
You need to be responsible.
No, I don't have a file cabinet. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do that, and then Chase, all right, I'm gonna
mail. Mail from the past 2 years and a used graphics card. The most important things in Daakery's life.
Well, Chase also saw on the bottom probably that has hella 360 faceplates.
It's true.
There's 10. I've only ever used 2. I'm not a hoarder. It's just
No, you're a hoarder.
No, well, okay.
You're just a whore.
Yeah, I'm a whore, but
like a dir. I like having Chase on the podcast. I feel,
I'm worried that we're not gonna get to anything we want. Like,
Do you have a list?
I have a list in my mind.
Oh, you gotta write it down, or else you get off track.
Well, I mean,
let's talk about dicks.
Let's talk about dicks. You want to talk about girls with dicks again? You brought that up on the podcast.
No, chicks with dicks, man. Why?
Okay, welcome to the Xenocast, where we talk about everything but Alien.
They showed that yesterday.
I know.
At
and I wish we
Cinerama.
could have seen it. Like,
I wish I looked at that earlier because I would have bought tickets.
Was it Alien or Aliens?
It was Aliens.
Fuck, seeing that on
it was the
70mm. Best movie.
Best action movie.
You haven't seen 3 yet. We need to watch 3 soon because I've only seen it once, and I want to know if I actually like it.
I need to reevaluate 3, but
yeah.
I remember liking it.
I know, me and you loved it, or you and me loved it, but like I don't remember if it was like I was just liking it because we were binge watching Alien, or if I just liked it because it was actually a good movie.
We were in the mindset.
Yeah, exactly. So like I don't know like if I liked it or not.
It had some good xenomorph action. That's what I cared most about.
It like showed off how the xenomorphs see even though they don't see, and like it showed off that they had mind control even though that never came into play before. It was weird, but it was good.
Which one is this?
3. Yeah, Alien 3 did that. And it was weird. I mean, maybe it was just a highly evolved one for some reason. I don't know.
It was a dog.
I was going to say, I don't remember what it came out of, but it came out of the cow. Because we watched the special edition, which has changed it to a cow.
Yeah, so it's no longer a dog.
Which makes less sense because it's not, like, fat and slow.
And we all know cows are highly intelligent beings.
You know, tomorrow is Outer Space Day, isn't it? Basically, we're watching 2001: A Space Odyssey. And the new DLC for Destiny comes out.
Funny story about Destiny Year 3. I have a story about Year 2.
About Year 2.
Wait, hold on. Are you getting Rise of Iron?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm actually funny enough, while Dex mentally prepping himself.
Funny story. True story.
True story, actually. I was explaining to Dak that for me, getting Year 3 is the biggest fuck you to me personally. Because I'm going to be just getting whatever. I'm going to get an exotic. I'm going to be like, guys, I just got this really legendary...
Super Cell.
I got this AK-47 that shoots lightning.
Yeah, and I'm going to be like, this is fucking cool. And you're going to be like, Year 2.
I was like, yeah, that was
got that.
Exotic.
Well, it's funny because no matter what you get, it's going to be better than what you have.
Exactly, but it's like I've been exploring Year 2 with you guys. And...
now you're going to have all this other shit to
Exactly. It's just a big fuck you.
Well, it's gonna be kind of cool because we'll be able. For me, I'll like it because it'll be like I get to see it through a kindergarten's eyes again.
A kindergarten.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
So, funny story about Year 2 for Destiny.
Wait,
both of you guys know the story, and it's been a while since I've actually described it. I don't remember when the last time I described it. Oh, I told it to Tabs.
How long have you been holding this story in?
I've been holding the story in. For over a year now.
No, you haven't. You've told it to 6 different people.
I've told it to you guys.
Sometimes it occasionally slips out.
Tabs and Deontay.
Yeah, it does.
My mom, oh yeah, actually 6 people. All right, fine, you're right, 6 people. But
that was a guess.
That was a
but
good
still,
guess.
Don't say you've held it in for a year.
He holds it in.
I've held it in the entire podcast because
I
was waiting for a time when we didn't have anything to talk about, and then I realized the 1-year anniversary of the story came up. All right.
Was it the night before that?
It was the night of. I can't. All right.
Okay.
I was so okay. For people that know me well, you know that Destiny is the game that I tend to play a lot, and I don't know why, and it feels like it's the fucking it's my heroine, I guess. And I just can't stop playing it. Chase is kind of the same way, but he is able to stop because he plays WoW now, and I'm finally able to because I have Bioshock.
No, I'm able to stop because I have willpower.
That too, but
okay, it's your default drug.
It's what? You have almost 1,000 hours in. I'm currently
No, I have 1,100.
Oh, are you really? Oh shit! I think I'm at 800 then. I was gonna say 600 and 800 for you both. But anyways, so there's one day where I did not have the best food to eat that day. It was
what food was that?
I had to start work at probably about 6 o'clock at night, and so during the day I felt I'm hungry. I'm gonna go to the gas station. So when I go to the gas station, my normal go-to is spicy Slim Jims.
Spicy Slim Jims and
probably an energy drink.
A little extra cake, an energy drink, maybe 2.
Yeah, it depends on how I feel that day. So I was like, fuck it, I have the time, I'm just gonna do it. So I went and I ate it, blah, blah, blah. And people probably know Slim Jims aren't good for you, in any sense of the word, or any way, at all. And I went to work, I was totally fine at work. I got a ride home from Matt, who we work with now. I worked with him back at my old job. And I was hungry, so I'm like, hey, Matt, let's stop at Wendy's on the way back so we can get food. And he's like, all right, cool, but I want to stop at McDonald's so I can get food. I'm like, all right, no, that's cool, no problem. So we do it.
Hey, we're going to get some gyms and Wendy's tomorrow.
I mean, we can. I'm cool with it. I love fucking both of those, but, you know.
You can, combine them both.
Joke's on you, I've been eating Slim Jims for 4 weeks now. Every day.
But you haven't had Wendy's.
No, that's true. I miss Wendy's. Anyways, on the way out of Wendy's, I feel what feels like a summoning circle going on somewhere deep in my bowels.
S'mores.
There's whispering.
Did you just call your asshole?
I called my bowels. There's whispering. There's chanting. There's gurgling. If you play Doom, you hear the fucking thing in the background. You know what I'm talking about. We get into McDonald's. And we get into the drive-through at McDonald's because this is 11 o'clock, almost midnight. Actually, it probably is midnight. Around midnight. And we pull into the drive-through. And it starts to hit me a little bit. And I'm sitting there oh shit. I have probably about 30 minutes at the most. And the clock is ticking. Matt orders his food, pays for it, and I'm holding it. And he says, here, hold this so that, it doesn't fall over because he always does that. And I'm like, all right. But we gotta hurry up and get home. And he was like, all right, that's cool. I think I just said I just want to be home because I'm tired and I want to be at home and hang out. And I want to play Destiny because Taken King comes out tonight at 2 in the morning. He's like, all right, that's cool. We can do that. No problem. So we start to get home. Now, I live up on a hill.
It's a bumpy road.
I live up on a hill. It is a pretty bumpy, not well-maintained road to get here half the time. And the summoning circle keeps getting closer to summoning the demon, whatever it is, Cthulhu, Tartarus, whatever. I don't care.
The darkness.
Tartarus.
Well, it's another name for the devil, but whatever. It's coming, and I can feel it coming. At the fucking force of a train. We get
no, not just any train. The Hans Zimmer. Boom.
You know the monorail and The Simpsons, that the fucking shiny one that's gonna fall apart. And the guy knows it, he's just trying to make a quick buck. It feels like that monorail. That's gonna fall apart as soon as it starts. We get past the gas station, so just probably 3 minutes away from my house. And I say, Matt, we need to hurry up. And he says, why? I'm like, because I gotta go to the bathroom. And I don't know how well I can hold it in. And so we pull into the driveway. And he's like, alright, I gotta find parking. I'm like, Matt, just drop me off at the stairs. You can find parking, I'll leave the door unlocked, you can play Castle Crashers. I don't fucking care. Just drop me off at the stairs. And he's like, all right, cool, I can do that. So he drops me off, and I run faster than I ever have in my life up those stairs.
Keep in mind, their apartment, Dak and Chase's apartment, is on the top floor.
It's on the 3rd floor.
What up?
And I get into that. I fucking fumbled my keys. I can't fucking find out which key
it's
it is.
one of those one of those thrillers, suspense thrillers, where he drops the keys at one point. He's dangling them.
It takes 10 seconds to get my keys, and it felt like an eternity. I open this door. I don't even take off my shoes. I just keep going.
There are cultists waiting down the stairs on the streets.
The demon is
with the candles waiting, knowing it's coming.
This demon is poking its head out, wondering if it's safe, and it's saying it looks pretty good to come out. I think it's good. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't wake up Chase because I know he has work at 3 in the morning, whatever or something. And so I get into my living room and I start going down my hallway. Now my hallway is not a long hallway. The bathroom is just as far away from down the hallway as my bedroom is. I start going down the hallway and I think, I'm not going to make it. I need to grab pants. So I go into my room and I grab pants and boxers. As I'm standing there opening my closet door and opening my drawer, it happens. I feel what I can only explain as a waterfall swamp going down from...
So stupid.
I can feel it.
Josh.
On my leg.
Stop. Get up.
And I grab the pants and I slowly walk, to not make a mess on the floor, to my bathroom.
Didn't you throw away those shoes?
No. But I get to the bathroom, I close the door, turn the fan on, I pull down my pants, what I thought were pants, but now looked like melted Hershey's bars.
Why are you laughing so hard?
God, it's okay.
I think I've only heard the short version.
Oh, you did. It looked like melted.
But
I'll take it back.
Apparently the story's a lot longer.
I don't know what to do with myself because at this point I'm a 22-year-old man and I have never pooped my pants ever since I was a kid.
I firmly believe everybody poops their pants at least once.
Well, it happened now, and I look at my pants and I don't know what to do about it, and I just sit there blankly. I sit down, my legs covered in this fucking light brown chocolate.
I like to imagine while you're on the toilet, shitting your brains out, that dark clouds have formed on the outside, lightning striking. It is time.
I sit down and I realize as I sit down, it's already over. There's nothing left. And just sitting this point.
Nothing left in your...
There's nothing left inside of me. Like, my stomach, my intestines, everything is gone at this point.
Your self-dignity.
My dignity was gone the moment the demon poked his head out.
So let me rewind a little bit. Okay, just like 15 seconds beforehand. You stormed in, and your room is across from
pretty much across the hall.
Pretty much across from
the bathroom.
The bathroom, yes.
You know,
and
I might be taking what you're gonna say, but you realize if you went to the bathroom first, you would have made it, right?
I want you to know, I didn't think about that. I was thinking ahead. I was trying to think 3 steps ahead. What happens if this happens? What happens if that doesn't happen?
This is what happens when you think ahead.
I know, it's true.
When you make plans.
I didn't even think about that until I told Tabs probably like a week or 2 ago when we were playing Destiny, and I told him the story, and he was like, your bathroom is the same distance as your bedroom. You could have made it. And I said, I didn't think about that.
And even if you didn't, you could have just jumped in the... Instead of going to the toilet, just jump into the tub.
Alright, well, I'm not totally done.
You could have saved those pants.
I could have saved a life, alright?
Okay.
2 lives, because the boxes were in there too.
They should have been me!
I don't think you want to be covered in shit.
Yeah, you don't want to be me at that point.
Okay, I guess the story just wows me because I used to live with both of you, and this happened...
After you left.
Like, maybe...
You were in California, I think, still. Living in California.
I had to have been, okay.
Yeah, because I told you when you got back, and I was like, oh shit, I never told you. But anyways.
Oh shit.
I realize now that at that point that I need to take a shower because there's no way in hell I'm like gonna risk clogging the toilet, wiping my legs down.
You wouldn't have clogged the toilet.
With the toilet paper, maybe.
It
would have been a lot of toilet paper, Chase. You weren't there.
Have you shit yourself?
Chase.
That's a story for another time.
Okay.
Chase. It looked like the Battle of Normandy.
That doesn't make any sense.
I take off, like, I realize that, sitting on the toilet's futile, but I try anyways. I think maybe a little bit comes out, I don't know. I just take off my clothes. I get in the shower. You guys are welcome for that thought. I get in the shower, I do the shower stuff. I put my clothes back on. I realize a drop happened to get on my shoelace, and another drop happened to get on the tongue of my shoe. And at this point, I don't know what to do because those are my only shoes. And
it's just poop!
I know, I cleaned it. I did clean it, but at that point, I didn't know what to do. So I sat there, I looked at them, and I thought, fuck, I might be screwed. And the funny thing, Josh, you remember... Oh, no, it wasn't those shoes. Alright, I was going to say, remember when we went to go get shoes after you got your haircut, it was those shoes. Like, I just bought them. But no, it was the last shoes. Okay. And I just bought those. So I get all dressed and everything, and I get ready, and I start laughing, realizing I'm just going to throw these pants away. I don't know how to clean this. I don't want to throw them in the washer, because there's going to be poop in the washer for like years. It's never going to get cleaned. And I'm not going to make Chase deal with my poop. So I walk out.
Talk about a shitty situation.
I walk out of the bathroom carrying my poopy
Boo.
pants. And Matt's sitting there on the recliner. He's playing Castle Crashers.
He looks at me. I remember that you telling me that part, and that part makes me laugh.
He looks at me and he says, "Did you take a shower?" I start laughing really hard, and I said, "Man, you would not believe what happened." I just shit all over myself.
He has zero clue about, like, this thing. Like, this story feels like it's like a 2-hour film. It happened in the span of like 5 minutes.
It felt like an eternity, just like the door. Like, the door was an eternity. This was fucking like you die and go to hell for the rest of your life kind of thing. Which I guess I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, so I take my pants and I throw them away, and I'm like, alright, I'm not going to let these stink up my apartment. I'm just going to go throw this out. And I'm like, Matt, keep playing Castle Crushers. I'll be right back. He's like, alright, cool. So I take the garbage down to the garbage dump, which is a while away. And I have time to reflect on what happened and to think about it. And, think about where I am in life and how I poop my pants
and
at
then you
22 years
realize
old.
that you're taking out the trash and you forgot to put on new pants.
No, I didn't do that, thank God.
Oh.
But as I get to the garbage, this is about 12:30 at night. There's another person at the garbage. And he's throwing away his garbage, doing whatever he's doing. And I stop and I look at him. And he looks at me. And I know deep down, he looked at me and thought, that guy shit his pants.
That's such a specific thought, but I feel like at that point in time, he must have known.
Why else would somebody be taking their trash out? 12:30 at night?
Maybe they're a night owl.
I don't know, man.
I used to work the night shift. Like, I know how that life is.
But that's my poopy pants story, and I guess...
The curious case of Daakery's butthole.
I guess if you don't want to hear my poopy pants story, don't listen for the last 15 minutes. I made 5 minutes going for 15, and I'm really happy about this. Every time I explain the story, it gets different and like more in depth.
Yeah, like I think the last person you told it to, there was like this romance plot.
Probably next time, I'm really excited. There's gonna be like a whole fucking like sleeper agent story. Like one of the little chunks is gonna be a Russian spy.
The spy who shit on me.
He's gonna look at me and be like, "Wunderbar!"
Sorry about that.
So
I'm glad we spent 15 minutes talking about poopy pants.
I'm glad I finally got that fucking.
What do
And
you
by
mean?
we, I mean Dak.
I was like, about to say, what do you mean we? Dak is a martyr. He
I
is a
pooped
true
pants
blue,
Before it was cool.
And
true red, white, and brown American hero.
And if we want to talk about another pooping story that actually happened recently, this one Josh doesn't know about.
What?
I haven't told anyone this yet.
Please tell me it's right now for the anniversary.
Did you poop
No.
your pants again?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did I hush?
No, but that would be funny. Alright. This one happened at work. So I have like a really shitty digestive system. And at work, we have like two bosses. I'm going to call this boss, Josh, you'll know him, the tall boss.
Yes.
I don't know what to fucking... I can't
Slim Jim.
Call him Slim Jim? Alright, we'll call him Slim Jim.
So joy.
I went to the bathroom to go take a shit. And so I'm just sitting there on my phone for probably about 5 minutes. And then I hear someone try the door. And I realized it wasn't locked.
Wait, what?
So I look up and I see Slim Jim standing there at the door and looking at me, and I look him in the eye and I say, "Oh, I thought I locked it." And he just looks away and closed the door. And he just walked off. That was the easiest work day of my life because he wouldn't look at me anymore. The rest of the day, he just ignored my existence. And it was amazing.
Wait, he saw you on the pooper?
Yeah.
Slim Jim usually gives us a tough time at work.
He will give us so much shit, but apparently I won that day. We never brought it up. I'm like, I don't even know if we've ever looked each other in the eye since then. But I feel like because I looked him in the eye and I calmly said, "Oh, I thought I locked it," I feel like he knows that I'm the alpha male now.
You were marking your territory. Does he go in that bathroom?
Yeah. I don't know, it was the middle one, so you'll have to tell me. I don't really pay attention to where they go. But, that was my other pooping story. But I thought the other story I had was Slim Jim.
Okay, no. So, this is my favorite story with Slim Jim. Dak has,
Everybody in their life has a misunderstanding.
Dak, by character, is a sitcom character. Is what I'd like to just state before he gets into this story. Daakery over here has a way of monologuing in his head the way a sitcom character would.
If you've ever watched Scrubs, that's essentially how my mind plays, but there's two people in there instead of just the one.
And so, I'll see Dak's body language on something where somebody will do something, and I'll watch him kind of space out and contemplate, should I say something? Should I do something? I'm just going to settle on no. He's kind of like Zach Braff from Scrubs or Chandler in Friends.
Chandler and Friends.
Or even Jerry Seinfeld. You're just a sitcom character.
I was going to say George, but I guess Jerry could work. So, there was one period of time where Slim Jim hadn't been at work for 2 weeks. I think it was. And so I asked our other guy, like one of our other guys, I don't know what the fuck to call him. He's short. You think of something. I can't think of fucking nicknames tonight. I'm already like fucking telling stories. I can't come up with everything.
Sippy Cup?
No, it wasn't Sippy Cup. It was, God damn it. It's fucking, the only thing I can come up with is Skinhead because he has like no hair. But like, that's really insulting to the guy.
Bald Eagle?
Yeah, we'll call him Bald Eagle. So, Slim Jim hadn't been at work for 2 weeks, and I didn't know why. And I saw Bald Eagle, and I was like, hey, so how come Slim Jim hasn't been at work lately? Or, like, the past 2 weeks? And he just looked at me, and he just said, oh, family and medical issues. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm not the kind of guy to pry into someone's personal life. If they don't come to me about it first, I'm not going to fucking, like, ask them, oh, shit, like, what happened? Because it's not my business at all. I feel bad telling this story because it wasn't even something I was supposed to get out of work, but it ended up happening.
But it's funny because like at that point, everyone knew except for you.
So there was a time apart. I think Josh, you might have been on lunch, and so I was the only person where we were working. And so somebody that comes into our area a lot because she works in the warehouse too. I'm gonna call her Nancy. She comes up and she's like, "Hey, Daakery, do you want to sign this card for Slim Jim?" And I was like, yeah, I can do that, but I'm not really good at personal stuff.
You said, sure thing, Nancy.
And
Let
she
me
was
autograph
like,
this bitch.
And I opened it up, and I didn't think to read what the other people wrote. I saw something about, like, I love you, man. I'm here for you, whatever. And so I was just thinking that he was really sick. So I wrote in the card, hope you get well soon, man.
Hope you get better soon.
Something like, yeah.
Feel better soon.
Exactly.
Hey, man.
And
get well soon.
Nancy, the only thing I had to go off of what happened was that Nancy was like, yeah, it's really hard to write something, like, to say about this because it's kind of like, it sucks. I thought that he was sick. Probably another week later.
This is funny because at the time I was working in a different office. Actually.
Oh, that's why you were there that day.
Yeah, so
you were in the other office.
Actually, those 2 weeks I didn't really get to see you because I was getting trained up on new things. I was in the other office.
Which
I finally get to
nothing for nothing.
Yes.
He finally comes back.
I finally come back,
and I think it was. I'm just gonna call him angry or grumpy. Grumpy, you know who Grumpy is.
Yes.
He says something about someone committing suicide, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And then Josh says something about, yeah, it kind of sucks that Slim Jim has to deal with that or something like that. And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about?
And I looked at Dak over here and I'm like, what are you talking about?
I said, what happened? And Josh said, you don't know. And I'm like, no, what happened? He says,
Slim Jim had a family member pass away.
By killing himself.
Yes. The worst possible way, That's a really tragic loss and, our heart does go out to him. But
I've been there. Like, I know what it's like, and it sucks. It's not like that's not something you ever want to deal with, and like it's.
I wouldn't wish that kind of trauma or disaster on my worst enemies.
I'm not gonna get more into that part of the story.
But the funny thing is, so now everybody else on this,
everyone else at work,
the card.
Everyone else at work knew what happened. They knew the whole story. I don't even know the whole story because I don't want to ask. I don't want to bring it up, but. I looked at Josh and I said, are you serious? Is that why Slim Jim's been gone from work? He said, yeah. And I put whatever I was working on down and I hung my head a little bit and I said, I thought he was sick. And Josh was like, oh, no. Family member killed themselves. And I'm like, I looked at Josh and I'm like, you don't understand. In his card I wrote, I hope you get well soon, man.
You're like, whatever sickness you're dealing with, I hope you're better now.
And I felt like the biggest asshole for another week until he came back. And he never brought it up. And like, I
think there's just a lot of things that you just both don't talk to each other about. And it's just going to pile up.
And I think that's why he might be complimenting me more. Because he thinks I'm an idiot. He's half right, I'm not going to lie. But,
every other person, if Daakery just looked at the other things, I looked at everyone else's society because I'm not good at that kind of thing either, consoling people. He would have seen immediately, I'm very sorry for your loss.
I would have read,
You're like family to us.
If I read the others, I would have understood at least slightly better. And then I probably would have asked Nancy what happened. Oh my god. I think next time, but I'm gonna talk to Slim Jim again. And I'm just gonna say, look, do you just want to fire me so that we don't have to deal with this again? Or so that we don't have to deal with any more awkward bullshit and you don't have to worry about me at all? Because I feel like it's coming down to that. Either that or he's gonna promote me higher than him so he doesn't ever have to see me.
I think the fact that I gave him the nickname Slim Jim is even funnier. You're like, I eat people like you for breakfast and lunch and dinner.
It's the only meal I had for a month.
I'll shit myself over you.
But yeah, that's those are my stories right there. That's all. That's what I got to share. Cause you know me, fucking sick. I want a bottle over here.
Cool, Daakery D.
God, Daakery B. Cause my middle name's a B. Thought about that already. Don't worry. For the love of God, can we change the subject so I don't go on more stories? I already look bad enough. But man, I thought I had another thing to talk about. I forgot it now because I was hoping to space those out. I was hoping not to just talk about it all at once.
We just talked about, it was like a confessional up in this bitch.
Man, I sat down with a priest and shit. Forgive me, Father, if I have sinned.
But that's work in a nutshell for us.
Kind of.
Just
our work doesn't.
Jack and I just kind of don't do much. We just basically do the same monotonous job. And we get ourselves in sitcom situations.
Yeah, well, us, it's me. It's just me.
I just comment on it.
You comment on it. You're like the one that's meta. You're aware of it happening.
And I'm like, that's pretty shitty. Now I'm going to go fuck off. And
so you don't deal with it. No, I never told you about the bathroom one because I was like, I'm going to save that for the podcast. As soon as it happened, I was
I'm glad you remembered that one.
Oh, no, that one, I'm keeping that one. That one, I like that one. I thought that was hella funny. Chase mentioned earlier, he has a poop his pants story.
I'm saving that for later.
What if there is still later?
We'll see.
Alright, fine. And after we saw, what was it? It was probably the same week that we saw AquaDolls. We went to go see another movie.
We watched
a movie early because if you guys don't know who Kevin Smith is, he's a director, and he's great, and he's okay. But
he only made the worst movie of all time called Tusk.
He made Clerks,
Tusk is
Chasing Amy, Mallrats, and he made one of the best movies of all time.
Last but not least. Actually, not least of all.
He made a movie called Tusk.
No, least of all.
If you haven't watched Tusk, it's a romance movie where a guy sits down with another guy to interview him for his podcast. And it turns out to be a love story between him and a walrus. And it's definitely worth watching, I think.
It makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It makes you feel things you've never felt before. You leave feeling change.
I don't know. I felt disappointment in myself for watching that movie.
So Yoga Hosers.
We watched to go see his new movie Yoga Hosers.
On premiere night. We got the pre-release.
Yeah. And I thought it was actually better than Tusk, but I want to see it again just to be safe. Because I've had a problem with the last two movies I went to see in theaters. I wasn't necessarily in the mood to see a movie. So I wanted to watch that, and I want to watch the new Star Trek again just to get a better judgment on it. But I thought Yoga Hosers was really good. I
thought it was very enjoyable. I know a lot of people have been talking shit about it.
Really?
But that's just people talking shit about Kevin Smith in general. I get it.
I mean,
Even on, I listened to a little bit of Smodcast, Kevin Smith's podcast. Even he was shitting on it.
Really? That's kind of awesome, actually.
He's kind of like taking it with a grain of salt. He's like, yeah, I still had fun making it.
No,
which
like,
I think is like what matters.
That's great. Like, that's actually really cool. Because, like, his daughter was in it, and Johnny Depp's daughter was in it, and Johnny Depp was in it. And, like, he told a story, like, he was doing a, like, interview before that. He was telling a story about how he brought the idea of Tusk to Johnny Depp. Because he's like, I don't know, like, whoever he wanted dropped out, and he was like, well, I'm friends with the Depps. No, our daughters hang out all the time, and, like, they go to each other's birthday parties and stuff, and, like, I've just never talked to him about work before. So he brings the script to Johnny Depp, and he's like, here, just give this a read, tell me if you want to be part of it. And he goes home, and I think it was that night, Johnny Depp calls him up, and he's like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, that script is the best script I've ever read. Like, I want to be a part of this.
He loves it so much that he's going to be a part of any of Kevin Smith's movies, probably like for life, just because he's like, this right here.
He plays a guy named Guy LaChance, right?
Guy LaPointe.
Or Guy LaPointe, sorry.
Yeah.
I get him and Guy LaDouche confused all the time because of
LaDouche.
We'll get into that again later. But we keep like fucking hinting at that. Like we should just never talk about it. But and he does like a shitty French Canadian accent, which I wish I could even remotely do. But I can't.
We've been working on accents, so maybe eventually.
Oh no, I'll work on that one soon. I got my New York one like close. But and like it's just a French Canadian accent and it's like fucking hilarious. And now at this point, anytime that Kevin Smith talks to Johnny Depp loves this character so much and he loves the accent so much.
He only speaks in this accent to him.
Yes, and like he after they finished recording the movie, and before he even brought yoga hosers up to him, Johnny Depp was using it just in normal every day, and everyone he hung out with fucking hated him because of that accent. And I love it. I just love that whole idea of like them two being buddy and like and stuff because it's fucking hilarious. And like Johnny Depp, I didn't realize was actually that funny of a guy.
Yeah, right. And so Yoga Hosers is pretty interesting because it's both their daughters, Kevin Smith and Johnny Depp's.
And they're two characters that were actually in Tusk for like a small scene or two.
Exactly. And I thought it was very enjoyable. It was definitely with comedy, it's a lot more subjective. So there was a lot of good points to the film, and also one thing I really enjoyed. Fucking lost it. Lost what I liked about the movie. Everything was good about the movie.
Well, I'm trying to think.
It's PG-13, which I thought was very interesting because Tusk is a solid R.
Yeah, like hands down is a solid R, but the sequel was PG-13.
And so it was just weird to like watch something go downwards to a wider audience. You don't usually see that.
No, it's true. Normally they'll try and go up, if anything. I thought it would definitely appeal to more people. Chase, if you watch it, you might like it more than Tusk, but you might still hate it. I know you would still hate it. It had a lot of better jokes. Like
Basic.
Like, yeah, it had a lot of better jokes. It gave us a few lines. I can't remember what any of them are anymore, except for Wunderbar!
Sorry about that.
I love saying Wunderbar now. But no, like, it was a good movie. I don't even know if it's in theaters still. But like, if it's whether it is or not, fucking I say get it. Like rent it. It's fucking whatever.
No, I'm definitely gonna get it to my collection once it comes out.
I'll probably wait until the third movie comes out, Moose Jaws.
Which is probably gonna go back to the solid R.
And I'm gonna
what if it's a G?
That'd be even better, like PG or whatever. Like, what if it's NC-17?
Yeah, right. It's just like you go up, then you go down,
and then you fucking spike.
And then you spike, yeah.
But on that note, actually, Josh, I wanted to bring up something to you because like a certain movie that's coming out to you, because I don't know if you've actually heard about it. But
lay it on me.
I don't. Fuck. I'll look it up what it is. But Billie Joe Armstrong is having a movie come out. The lead singer from Green Day.
Oh, really?
And I think it's gonna be a DVD only. And like I saw they had a trailer for it, and I'll probably try and show it to you. I'll try to show it to you if I can remember. But it looks like really good. Like it's kind of like a guy that tried to be punk, in high school or whatever, and he's in a marriage that like is really shitty. He has a shitty daughter, I think, and then like he's trying to just like live. He got married too early, and so he's trying to live his life better or more or something. I don't fucking remember what it was exactly, but But like it actually doesn't look bad, and like for someone that has never acted in anything that's not like one fucking like Broadway movie based on his own CE. It's called Ordinary World, I think.
Did you ever watch this movie with Robin Williams called World's Greatest Dad?
Yeah, I love that movie, dude. It's about a dad that tries to do right by his son. I love that movie.
I think that's my favorite Robin Williams movie.
I mean, he gets naked and it's weird. I never thought in my life I'd say I've seen Robin Williams' dick, but well, guess what?
It was there, and still his best movie.
But no, like Ordinary World, I think it looks good. Like, it looks like a good drama, if anything, and like his acting doesn't seem to be too bad for, someone that's in a fucking punk band that's like hella old and like probably should have given up like 3 CDs ago.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just watched Green Room. Funny enough, we're gonna talk about punk music and everything. Green Room, that's the one with Patrick Stewart.
I don't know that one.
Oh, it's like this horror movie. I think you'd like it. It's basically this band. They it's these like teenagers in a band. Their band's called the Ain't Rights.
Okay.
And their show gets canceled, right? But the person who's like their agent like hooks them up with a show at this like this bar that's full of skinheads, right? And they play and everything goes pretty well. Everyone hates them at first, throwing bottles on the stage, and then they get down by it. They go to the green room, and if for those who don't know, a green room is basically, it's the relaxing room. It's the room where you just hang out while you're waiting for you to go up.
Of course.
They find somebody dead in the green room. Not one of their bandmates or anything, right? But because they witnessed a murder, it wasn't supposed to be seen by anybody. They get involved in like this whole like us against them film where because they were these people killed somebody, they don't want to get out, so now they're trying to kill the bandmates. And it was really cool to watch that because like the way they act, like these bandmates, it didn't feel like a typical like horror movie or anything because they still acted very punk.
Alright. No, I mean, I'll have to check it out because like I would like to see more movies like that anyways, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it before and I don't remember if you ever said it, but have you ever watched the movie Airheads?
Airheads, no.
It's a movie with Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi, and Adam Sandler as the main three. And I mean, like, yes, it has Adam Sandler in it,
Steve
but
Buscemi, though.
It wasn't like one of the Adam Sandler movies. It was like he just happened to be in it kind of thing. And it's about a band, 3 bands that, they want their big break. And so they go to a radio station to get them to play their tape, and they're like, no, we're not going to play your tape for you, blah, blah. Even though, like, they don't listen to it or anything. And so they end up holding the radio station hostage.
Oh,
with
I heard about
guns. No, me and Sippy Cup talked about it at work one day. And I remember watching it like a year or 2 back, maybe it was when you were in California, I don't remember. But like I thought it was actually kind of good because like I want to watch it again, but like it was kind of funny because like they're holding them all hostage, but eventually like everyone in the radio station like is on their side and they're like, yeah, fuck the system. Like it's really weird, but like we need to watch that one too.
I really enjoy Steve Buscemi and anything.
I like Brendan Fraser a lot back earlier, but not as much now. But bringing back to Scrubs, like I loved him in Scrubs, like the 2 episodes that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
But like and like Steve Buscemi's a good actor. Adam Sandler has his moments when he's funny, and I'm pretty sure that was actually one of the movies that he was funny. But no, like it's worth watching, I think. And like Steve Buscemi with long hair is creepy as all dicks, and I think it's also
all
really funny.
dicks.
Like every one of them.
So many dicks.
So like we gotta watch that one. We gotta like make a list of movies that we want to watch now.
Yeah. I'm about to actually go on a movie binge. Because now that I have more time, like
oh yeah, now you have a second job.
Exactly. Now that one of my favorite things to do though.
Josh got fired because he sucked at his job.
It's true.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
But anyways.
No, I mean okay. Yeah, I just got fired. I'm you know what? I'm aiming for number 2, but that's being hopeful.
But
I'm hoping to be jobless.
Yeah, no, like it's nice. Like you got an upper middle class family. Like you'll be fine.
Yeah, check it out.
You'll
It's
be set for life.
I lose one job. It was actually seasonal, by the way. But I lose one job. I gain time.
Just in
if
case.
I lose my second job, if I just lose all my jobs, I'll have all the time in the world.
Yeah, dude, you want to work
I would be a god.
God among men that also think they're gods.
Exactly.
So it's perfect.
Did we just become best friends?
But fuck.
So I like to make like obscure movie lists. Like they'll be very specific. Like I'll be like, I want to watch like 80s kung fu movies. I'll just make a list of like 80s kung fu movies I want to watch. And so that like I was just talking about like movies like with different like punk rock themes. Like that would be a cool like list to make.
Yeah, and actually that would be kind of interesting because I feel like that's probably some kind of movie genre, but it's not like a big one. Like that's gonna be a harder one to find or to figure out. So that'd be we got to do that because like when you start watching those kind of movies, let me know because I want to watch this.
Yeah, I think there's one on Netflix called Frank.
Oh, that's the
like
one
Don
with
Gleason. I think it has Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Fassbender.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender's.
Where he's the dude with the helmet or the head thing, but like you have to take it off.
Yeah, I think that's one we have to check out too.
I never saw that one. I wanted to do it. So I could kind of wanted to see it, but I never bothered to. I think Chase told me it was good.
What?
You fucking what? Have you watched Frank?
What movie?
Frank.
Frank?
Michael Fassbender and the big paper mache head.
No.
Oh,
fuck. Who was it that watched?
I mean, I probably still told you it was good.
No, you probably did.
I always like tell people, nobody's saying bad things about it.
No, that's how I do too. Like I say the same thing. Like I go by what Reddit says most of the time. It's like if they like a game, I'm like, all right, it's probably a good thing.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about you saying that though? Is speaking of misunderstandings earlier. That was one time when I was working at the movie theater. Somebody came up, and I'm pretty honest with all the guests that would come up. If they ask, hey, is this movie good? Is it bad? I would just tell them, yeah, this movie actually kind of sucks. Don't, if you're going to ask my opinion, then I'm going to lay it into you. And most people would appreciate that. But this one, complete misunderstanding. The person who came up to the box office when I was working, he was blind. I don't... I'll let that soak in. And
first off, why a blind guy in a movie theater? I mean,
no, I'll let that soak in. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. It keeps me up at night.
It kind of makes sense.
Likes to hear stuff.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like why would you spend $10 in a movie theater when you can spend less? So,
I instinctually, without even thinking about it, just says Dak didn't really think about the card. It's a get well card. I asked him, "What will you be seeing today?" And as soon as I say it, I cover my mouth. I cover my mouth because I know I'm about to start fucking laughing. Like no other before. And it's like a horror like suspense movie where I'm like, can he see me? And he asks me, what's good? And I really don't know, I'm still, trying to recompose myself. I'm just listing off, popular things, right? I think he went to see a silent film.
Alright.
It still fucks me up, but...
It's really funny you say that, because something like that happened to me in my last job. My last job was in a grocery store, and so I was in cashier a lot. And people, they always fuck up when they're sliding their debit card, and they need to go back, and they're like, oh, I didn't mean to say I want cash back, or oh shit, I put the wrong PIN number in, whatever. They do something, they're like, I gotta go back, how do I go back? And I'm always like, the red X is back, and green arrow is continue, kind of thing. And I always thought, it's gonna suck if one day I'm telling somebody that, and it turns out that they're colorblind. Well, sure enough. 2 or 3 days after I thought that, an old guy comes up and he does the same thing. I say, if the red X goes back, and he looks me dead in the eye, he looks angry or annoyed, and I said, I'm colorblind. And I looked at him like, oh, the X goes back. He would have been able to figure it out either way. It wouldn't matter if he was colorblind. But he left, and I sat there and I thought, fuck. One of my worst nightmares that I could imagined just happened. Funny thing is, both of them happened now because the card was the other one.
Well, now when I look into your eyes now, I see a man who knows no fear.
That's not, I don't know.
Because he's experienced all of his deepest, darkest fears.
I don't know fear. I don't know fear.
Fear knows you intimately.
It's not that, I'm not afraid of anything. It's just I've already had 2 of the worst things that could happen to me happen. And now I feel dead inside because I don't know what else could happen to me that would be worse. I can think of a lot of things, but when it comes to social fucking up socially, that's that's a big one.
You do it so well though.
I do it like I get paid for it. But I don't.
And see, that's the problem.
I need to make a business out of, like, socially fucking up. I mean, I can do it.
Is it kind of like the wedding ringer, or like but instead of making you make somebody look good by, like, you know, somebody socially awkward goes to a party, but they dial you up on your hotline, right? And you go to the party first and socially fuck things up, so when they come in, it's not that bad.
Oh, dude, you don't even know. I go on, like, deliveries to deliver what we deliver, and, like, one guy, fuck, I'm gonna call him Short Stack, but he's not short, really. But, like, he's kind of like the guy, like, kind of douchey, but he's, like, really, he's a lot like me, but, like, more, like, sexual, I guess, or douchey, whatever. And there's one delivery with that, specifically, that, like, fucking chick was, like, definitely, like, an 8 or 9, like, kind of thing. Which I was actually really douchey, but, you know, whatever. And we were walking away. He got our number, and, like, just in case he needed to call him or he needed to call her for, like, anything, because we were delivering to, like, 2 different buildings in the same lot area. And we were walking away, and he, like as we got far enough to be out of earshot, he's like, that was the easiest number I ever got. And I was like, don't worry, man, I got you. I'll make you look good. Because it wasn't the first time that I did make him look good. The first time, I didn't lock something up properly, and it fell over and broke in the truck.
Prepare to be disappointed.
And, like, we were working with someone within the company that was, like, you know, like a 6 or 7 at the best. I think at the worst. So, like, you know, it's just like, I'm good at making other people look good. I make myself look bad enough to where people look good in comparison. There's a reason I don't openly flirt with people, or flirt with people in general. Because I don't want to make that mistake.
Jack's like the guy, like, in like the cartel or like any like mob, who he takes the hit for the bigger guy, but instead of like doing years in prison, it's more of just like years of self-loathing.
Yeah, it's kind of true. I'm like a monster when it comes to just, like, I don't know, I'm just a monster unto myself, apparently. I'm like my own inner demon. So that's fun.
But you got the inner demon out of you, and now it's, where do you go now?
The inner demon came out into a swampy mess, and I don't know what to do now. Because he was the only friend I knew.
I'm really sorry that you miscarried.
It happens, man. It happens.
The frustrated cannibal threw up his arms.
What?
You
get it?
I get it.
What the fuck? Chase, why?
No reason.
Alright. I thought...
Why is Satan called the Prince of Darkness? Wouldn't he be like the king?
Is there somebody above Satan that we don't know about?
I mean, there's...
I thought Ozzy Osbourne was the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah.
Well, usually
I'm the
when
Prince
people
of
refer
fucking
to
Darkness.
Satan, they're like, oh yes, Prince of Darkness.
So, I feel like it's about time that we explain a little bit now.
Alright.
So, as I mentioned earlier, Josh and I, we get bored at work. It happens.
Happens a lot.
Because we just do the same thing and we have a lot of free time to think about stuff. So, like, I brought up one day, I said, you know, I kind of want to work on a Boston accent because I really like the way they say douchebag. And so Josh started laughing.
I do too.
Josh started laughing. He's like, you know, you're kind of right. Like, it's kind of a good way to do it. Or good, like, they kind of say it in a funny way. Like,
yeah, we started just talking about accents all at the very beginning of the morning.
Like, before we really started it, I had said that, you know, I want to do the out Boston accent. And Josh was like, you know, that wouldn't be bad. That'd be kind of funny. Like, it'd be kind of cool to do because, like, you know, it gets you, like, you can do accents. It's kind of, you know, interesting. And, like, we were just saying there for, like, a minute or two in silence. And out of nowhere, I went, hey! And, like, it was one of the funniest things that ever happened at work. Josh and I
That's
both
very, very quiet at work. So when he just did that,
you could hear it in the entire warehouse.
Hey!
But, and so, like, all day to myself, I was bumbling, hey, you douchebag! All day at work. And, like, the next day I warned Bald Eagle. I said, if you hear me mumble under my breath, hey, you douchebag, don't worry about it. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just working on an accent. He started laughing. He's like, all right, that's cool. We were doing it.
Bald Eagle does a lot of accent. Actually, everybody in the warehouse.
Oh, dude, no, you're right.
Yeah, so
like,
I guess
Top
it's
Dog
that.
fucking does like a Mexican accent now, or a Spanish accent now, and then like Bald Eagle will do a Russian and a Spanish accent. Like, it's weird.
So
I guess
an Irish
it's not that
accent,
weird.
which is like, you know, interesting.
Yeah, like
But it's so funny because I'm not very good at accents. That's why it's fun for me to practice.
Josh
But
is so bad at accents. He tried doing a Boston accent for like that day, and it fucked up how he talks.
actually, you know when you tie something in too tight of a knot and you can't fix it. It's kind of what happened to me, but I'll get back to that in a second. So I always thought it'd be fun to learn accents. I'm not good at them at all. But it'd be fun to learn because I screenwrite. I want to learn how other people talk. Even though in screenwriting you just write in parentheses British accent and then write whatever.
I don't even have a reason. I'm just kind of doing it.
Well, it's fun. I think it's fun. But
no, it is.
I remember watching a YouTube video of this chick who did like accents from all across the world.
I think I might know who you're talking about.
Like she did different dialects too.
Never mind. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
She did like New Zealand. She did England. France. Basically went down the line, right? And every single time it was just like, "Hi, my name is blank, and I'm from blank," is what she would say.
My name is Gunther, from the Alps.
But she was doing. Then she started doing the United States, right, in different dialects in different states. She was doing California. It was very accurate. She's like, "Hi, my name is Amber. I live in California," right? And then she did Washington, and she's like, "Hi, my name is Amber, and I'm from Washington." And I was like, "You don't have a fucking accent." What the fuck's alright? We don't have a fucking accent. What the fuck is that? And I realized, like, right there that my world just got shattered. Like, I just got typecasted.
For the people that don't know about it, actually, like, Washington's accent is that we slur a lot, which you probably hear with me because I'm really bad about it. And the worst part is I know I'm bad about it, and I hate it.
Any jokes you see about hipsters in like TV shows when they talk, that's very, very Washington.
Yeah, it's pretty much Washington. Like it's like the whole West Coast, really, but like something like Washington mostly.
Exactly. Where California's a little bit more playful, we're a little bit more depressing.
Yeah, because all we get is rain. Like we don't see anything but dark and gloomy.
Mm-hmm. So we were doing Boston accents all day. Well, Dak was getting places.
I started working on. I think the best I could do is. So I says to the guy, I says to him, "Hey, you douchebag, walking in." He gets out of his car and he says, "Hey, motherfucker, I don't give a shit." And I already know, sit. That wasn't the right, that was a different monologue. He's like, "Hey, asshole, I don't care." He drives off and I yell after him, "I'm gonna beat your ass." I don't remember. It was like, I had a monologue planned for like 3 days ago. Like,
Use to his douche bags.
Josh can't say douche anymore. He says Deutsch, like Deutschland.
Deutsch.
Josh,
like a Boston accent.
be serious and say douche.
Deutsch.
No, you can say it.
Duh.
Duh.
Ooh.
Shh.
Oish. Deutsch.
Whatever.
It got so bad for Josh that he's like, he kind of forgot something at work. And he turned around and he was trying to say shoot and he said shoit.
It got pretty bad. Even my oohs are dying.
Like, we're going to send you to speech therapy. Like, I went through that when I was in elementary school because I couldn't say sheet and seat. So, like, you're going to have to go through that for, like, and they're not even going to know how to deal with it because, like, they deal with elementary school kids. They don't know how to deal with a kid that says douche.
Hey, nothing wrong with my talking, Deutsch bag.
Like, and, oh, man. It was kind of funny because I did break it down eventually. I was like, all right, for A, for like going, A, you can't say the H, you have to say EY and that's it. For, what was it? A, you douche. I can't do it now. Fuck, now I'm thinking about it. Like, U was like YO, but like a little bit, like half a U. And then like, douche was mostly normal, but bag has like
sounds like a Deutsch
E's.
bag.
It's like douchebag. Like it sounds like 2 E's kind of. Like it's weird. I broke it down like syllable by syllable to fucking figure out how to do it.
It was like it felt like The Fly.
It was
like I felt like
it felt like Rain Man.
I felt myself transforming into a monster.
It's still happening. And you were going to California that day. You left work halfway because you're going to California that day. And I was just like imagining the whole time you're in California, like you're talking to your dad or like whoever, because you were down there with your dad. And you're just walking down the street, you see someone, you're like, that guy's a douchebag. And your dad, wanted your dad to look at you and just be like, "What'd you say?" And you say, "A Deutsch bag, you know."
He looks at me.
A bag of Deutsch. And I wanted him to be so disappointed.
She, we, Deutsch bag. He looked at me, and he looked away like I didn't hear that. I liked when we started doing Holland accents.
Oh, yeah, like my Swiss Alps one.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Sebastian.
I can't say Sebastian without doing like adding like kind of like a homosexual twinge. I don't know how to like say that without sounding bad about it, but I don't want to sound bad. But like,
They just sound so jolly.
it's true. Hi, my name is Gunther. Do you like some of my songs? I need to work on the Russian one soon. I need to work on German. British. I had British at one point. I can't do it anymore, but I used to be able to do it.
Can
and
you
I always
do-
start off with bloody hell.
When you do learn to do a Russian accent, can you learn how to do a gay Russian accent so you can say Putin in me?
Putin into me. No, I don't know what that was.
Don't need to say the
Vladimir Putin in me.
No, you don't need to say the in.
You do it.
Putin me.
No, that wasn't the joke though. Like 4 years
Putin
ago
in
when Josh
me.
lived with us.
Yes, I know. I'm just trying to repress it.
Chase, for some reason, it was really late at night. None
What
of us
were we
had sleep
playing?
for 2 days. We were playing something stupid. I don't know. And Chase out of nowhere just said, "Putin in me," and it was the only joke I've ever seen Josh get mad about.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty cool about that because I make bad jokes all the time.
But
That one straight set me to bed.
you got so
I had
mad.
a curfew.
We were laughing about it so hard, Chase and I, and you were so fucking mad about it. You were like, "I'm going to bed. I don't care. Screw you guys." Like, and you just walked to your room and just went to bed for the night. We didn't know if you were serious, but you were dead fucking serious.
It brought up a lot of emotional pain that I repressed.
Oh my
Because
god.
I remember when
I remember when I was brainwashed by the KGB.
the KGB jackal. I remember when Vladimir Putin in me.
God, that was a fucking... I wish that I could remember that night perfectly. I just remember Putin in me, and then there was another part of it too, and I don't know what the hell that was. And like, we forgot about it for 2 years. And then after Josh finally came back from California, after he'd moved away, been like gone for 3 months, he moved out like 6 months before that. And then it had been another 2 or 3 months since you got back. We were in the car going to Target, and Josh just said, "Putin in me." And it brought back a flood of memories we had all forgotten and wanted to forget. And now every once in a while, like probably like once a month, maybe once every other month, it gets brought back up. Like it was just like yesterday.
Where the fuck are you looking at?
Chase has been on his phone this whole time. He hasn't been paying any attention to us, really.
I've been paying attention. I know you're talking about the great country of Russia and our great superior leader.
Oh shit, we woke him up! Sleep
These look like
for
babies.
This is how to build human.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, I think, how to build human is a good place to fucking end it. Like, I don't really want to get into that conversation already.
In the
So,
next episode, we will describe what makes a human being. We have a robot and the living dead with us next episode.
good night, everybody.